In many African cultures, aunts hold significant roles, ranging from providing guidance to their young nieces through life's milestones like adolescence and marriage, to sometimes being seen as pesky or overtly critical towards their younger relatives. It's important to note that not all ants fit into the same mold. For instance, among the Bayankole tribe in southwestern Uganda, ants play particularly crucial roles extending beyond mere advisory positions. Apart from their role as life mentors, Bayankole ants also take on a unique responsibility known as the test administrator task. What am I talking about? To understand the significance of this role, let's consider an analogy. Imagine a groom preparing for marriage, his mind not on forgetting his vows or potential wedding jitters, but rather on the all important test he must undergo. This test is designed to assess his virility. Yes, you heard me right. Virility and ability to impregnate his soon to be wife, a measure of his bedroom prowess. In Bayankole tradition, ants act as putative detectives, ensuring the bride's chastity and preserving her family's honor before the couple can formally unite. While this tradition has roots in cultural values, it has evolved over time due to modernization, education, and external influences. Though the infamous potency test is now largely a thing of the past, remnants of the tradition persist in remote corners of southwest Uganda. Instead of a full-fledged intimacy exam, it has transformed into a more discreet ant watch. During the couple's first night together, the ant discreetly ensures the groom fulfills his marital duties. This tradition serves as a poignant reminder of the intricate roles ants have played throughout history, from mentors to guides to guardians of marital purity. It reflects the ongoing cultural revolution and evolution in African societies, where traditional customs coexist with modern sensibilities, creating a rich tapestry of heritage and tradition. Moving on to the Sharrow tradition. Before getting married, the Fulani people, particularly among the nomadic pastoralist groups, engage in a traditional cultural practice known as Sharrow. Throughout the Sharrow ceremony, the participants maintain a stoic demeanor, showing no signs of pains or weakness, as this is seen as a display of courage and honors deeply rooted in Fulani culture and serves as a rite of passage into manhood. In the traditional Fulani Sharrow ceremony, two young men from different clans or families agree to participate in a public display of endurance and bravery. The event typically takes place during important social gatherings such as weddings or festivals, where members of the community gather to witness the spectacle. The Sharrow ritual begins with the participants publicly declaring their intention to undergo the test. They then engage in a series of physical challenges, including endurance tests such as whipping or flogging. The young men take turns receiving lashes, wow, from a specially designated whip known as a flogger or dandigarua. The number of lashes endured by each participant serves as a measure of their bravery and resilience. Participation in the Sharrow ceremony is considered a mark of readiness for marriage and adulthood among the Fulani people. It demonstrates the young men's willingness to endure pain and hardship for the sake of honor and social standing within their community. While the Sharrow ceremony remains an important cultural tradition among the Fulani, it is worth noting that its practice has evolved over time, with some communities modifying or adapting the ritual to align with contemporary values and sensitivities. However, the essence of Sharrow as a test of courage and endurance remains a significant aspect of Fulani culture and identity. Moving on to lip stretching in Ethiopia and Sudan. In the vast landscapes of Ethiopia and Sudan, among the ancient tribes that call these regions home, a tradition as old as time itself marks the passage from girlhood to womanhood, lip stretching. For the Musi, Surma, and the Chai tribes of Ethiopia, as well as the Nuba and Dinka tribes of Sudan, lip stretching is more than a mere adornment. It's a deeply ingrained cultural practice, a symbol of beauty, status, and identity. Picture a girl on the cusp of womanhood as she embarks on this transformative journey. With each delicate piercing of her lower lip, she takes a step closer to the ideal of feminine beauty. Over time, she gradually inserts larger and larger discs or plates, each one a testament to her cultural heritage and her place within her community. The size of the lip plate becomes a measure of her allure, her eligibility for marriage. In the eyes of our people, a larger plate signifies greater beauty, greater desirability. But this tradition, while cherished by those who practice it, has also sparked debate beyond the borders of these ancient lands. Outsiders raise concerns about potential health risks. Yep. About the clash between tradition and modernity. Yep. About the preservation of indigenous cultures in a rapidly changing world. Yep. Yet, for these tribes, lip stretching endures, a timeless ritual that binds generations, that speaks to the resilience of tradition in the face of a changing world. Spitting tradition in the Maasai tribe. The spitting act performed by the Maasai people of Kenya is a culturally significant gesture with deep symbolic meaning within their society, known as Osotwa. This act involves spitting on a newborn baby or a child's face as a form of blessing and protection. While it may seem unusual to outsiders, for the Maasai, spitting is a powerful ritual believed to ward off evil spirits, illness, and misfortune, ensuring the child's health and well-being. In Maasai culture, the act of spitting is associated with spiritual purification and cleansing. It is believed that by spitting on a child, elders transfer their blessings and protective prayers, imbuing the child with strength, resilience, and good fortune. This ritual is typically performed by respected elders or family members who hold a position of authority and wisdom within the community. Spitting as a form of blessing is not limited to newborns. It is also performed on various occasions such as weddings, initiation ceremonies, or when someone embarks on a journey. The act symbolizes the interconnectedness of the community and the importance of collective support and solidarity. Through Osutwa, the Maasai reinforce the bonds between generations, acknowledging the wisdom of their ancestors and the continuity of their cultural heritage. While the spitting act may appear unorthodox to outsiders, it is a deeply ingrained tradition that reflects the spiritual beliefs and values of the Maasai people. It serves as a reminder of the power of ritual and symbolism in shaping social norms, fostering cohesion, and preserving cultural identity within the Maasai society. Stealing wives. Wife stealing, known as Sharrow, among the Wudabi nomads of Niger, is a traditional courtship ritual that plays a significant role in their culture. The Wudabi are a semi-nomadic ethnic group known for their elaborate beauty contests and unique cultural practices. During the Gerewol festival, which typically occurs at the end of the rainy season, young Wudabi men gather to compete for the attention of potential brides through displays of charm, beauty, and endurance. At the heart of the Gerewol festival is the practice of wife stealing, where young men engage in mock battles to steal wives from other men. The key thing to note here is mock battles. These battles are highly choreographed and non-violent, serving as a form of competitive courtship rather than actual theft. Take note. The goal is not to harm or possess the women involved, but to demonstrate the suitor's bravery, agility, and prowess in front of the community. The wife-stealing ritual is deeply ingrained in Wudabi culture and is seen as a way for young men to showcase their masculinity and attract a suitable partner. However, the decision to accept or reject a suitor ultimately rests with the woman herself, highlighting the importance of consent and agency within Wudabi society. Despite its name, wife stealing is more of a symbolic gesture than a literal act, emphasizing the performative and ritualistic aspects of courtship among the Wudabi. While wife stealing may seem unusual or even controversial to outsiders, it is an integral part of Wudabi culture and tradition and identity. The Gerewol festival and its associated rituals provide a unique window into the social dynamics values, and cultural practices of the Wudabi people, highlighting their resilience and adaptability in the face of modernization and external influences. Through wife stealing and other traditions, the Wudabi continue to affirm their cultural heritage and maintain a strong sense of community and identity amidst a changing world. Festival of the Dead in Malawi. Festival of the Dead, also known as Guli Wamkulu, is a vibrant and culturally significant celebration observed by the Chewa people of Malawi, as well as neighboring regions in Zambia and Mozambique. This annual festival typically takes place during the dry season, often in August, and is a time for communities to honor their ancestors and commemorate the spirits of the departed. Gule Wamkulu is deeply rooted in Chewa traditions and beliefs, serving as a means of connecting the living with the spiritual realm. Central to the Festival of the Dead is the performance of the elaborate dances and masquerades by members of the community who are initiated into secret societies known as Nyao. These dancers are donned in intricate costumes and masks representing various ancestral spirits and animals take on the roles of these spirits during the festival. The dances are accompanied by lively music, drumming, and chanting, creating a dynamic and immersive experience for participants and spectators alike. During Gule Wamkulu, the Chewa people believe that the spirits of the ancestors are evoked through the performances, allowing them to communicate with the living and offer guidance, protection, and blessings. The festival also serves as a time for reflection on the interconnectedness of the past, present, and future generations, as well as a celebration of community and cultural heritage. Through the Festival of the Dead, the Chewa people reaffirm their bonds with their ancestors and reinforce the values and traditions that have sustained their communities for centuries. Gule Wamkulu is not only a religious and cultural event, but also a time of social cohesion and unity as people come together to honor their shared history and identity. The festival reflects the resilience and vitality of Chewa culture as it continues to thrive and evolve in the modern world. While Gule Wamkulu has faced challenges and criticism in some quarters, particularly regarding its secrecy and spiritual practices, it remains a cherished and integral part of Chewa life, embodying the rich tapestry of traditions that define Malawi's cultural landscape. And last but not the least, bull jumping in Ethiopia, which is a time-honored tradition among the Hama people of Ethiopia, serving as a defining rite of passage for young men on the cusp of adulthood. This ceremony is steeped in cultural significance, symbolizing courage, strength, and the readiness to take on the responsibilities of marriage and leadership within the community. The young initiate, adorned in traditional attire and adorned with symbolic markings, must sprint barefoot across the backs of these powerful animals without stumbling or falling. Each step taken represents a symbolic leap towards maturity and acceptance within Hama society, and the successful completion of the bull jumping signifies the young man's readiness to assume the roles and duties expected of him as an adult. Throughout the ceremony, the air is filled with the rhythmic chants and songs of the Hama people, accompanied by the energetic movements of dancers celebrating the occasion. Women play a central role in these festivities, offering encouragement and support to the young man as he undertakes this momentous challenge. Beyond its physical demands, bull jumping is imbued with spiritual significance believed to bring blessings and prosperity to the entire community. Following the successful completion of the bull jumping, the young man is revered as an Abasa, a respected adult member of the community. His achievement is celebrated with feasting, music, and traditional rituals, marking the beginning of a new chapter in his life. Through the continuation of this ancient tradition, the Hama people reaffirm their cultural heritage, strengthen social bonds, and honor the values that have sustained them for generations. I have a small favor to ask at this point. I would like you to subscribe to my channel, like this content first and foremost, so it can trigger the algorithm to send more people to watch these videos, which will encourage me to even make more videos. So please subscribe, share, and I'm very interested in hearing your comments on this video. Which of these traditions was the one you never heard about? Which of them do you find most strange? Which of them do you find most interesting? Let me know your comments, good or bad. Leave it down below. See you in the next one.